Hey guys, we're here, we're playing, and all that. So let me put this here, this here. I need to re-upload those things, after this stream. So, here we are. Memories are a strange thing. For example, I vividly remember riding on my dad's shoulder when I was very small. He walked, he ran, and even jumped around with me up there. I wouldn't budge a bit, which probably wasn't entirely safe. But looking back on it, but maybe that was part of the fun. What's life without a little danger and all that? Everything was so much easier back then. Being a kid, no obligations, no one expecting you to make difficult choices. Anyway, where was I? Alright, memories. Some classic Astrid irony, or some of that classic Astrid irony reflected on the nature of remembering and instantly forgetting about it. Alright, let's get back on track now. When I was 18, I got accepted to an acting school in the big city. I was very happy about it, but it meant leaving my parents and a remote countryside home behind. Not long before I left, me and my mom had a heart-to-heart. We talked about the present, the future, and a lot of mother-daughter stuff. Towards the end of our long conversation, we were all out of present and future, and Dad started developing into the past. We talked about my childhood, and Mom asked if I had any particularly happy memories from that time. For some reason, first thing that came to mind was the fact that I used to carry me on his shoulder and it felt like I was flying. As I remembered it, I noticed Mom's expression changed from smiling to a bit concerned. She told me, Astrid, your dad always had a bad back. There's no way he could have carried you onto his shoulder like that. I couldn't believe it, but when we were discussing it more, I realized Mom was actually right. The truth was that my parents were friends with another couple who, like them, had a young girl. Sometimes we have family. Oh, did that kid die and he just kind of sneak her out a little bit? Yikes! Yikes! And the kid would be riding on her dad's shoulder, just like I remember myself doing. I was jealous of how fun it looked, and still liberating, still out of my reach. I guess somewhere in my young mind, I got things mixed up. I fabricated a memory and turned it into something that belongs to me, even though it obviously didn't. My mom looked at me in my sad state. Her smile slowly returned. She said, "My little memories are a strange thing. They twist and turn for better or worse until we're not knowing what's real and what isn't. With enough time and distance, even things that were once so very important fade away, hiding something deep inside our mind. And all we're left is with how our memories make us feel. I never knew whether there was something she came up with herself or she recited it from a poem or whatever. But it stuck with me, and now it feels more relevant than ever. Now that I remember everything, I will remember you. Lots of my room. Ever since coming back from whatever that place was, I've been isolating myself here, just thinking about the choices I made and what it could mean. It all seems like a fever dream. Dying and up in purgatory, then becoming a deity, getting my memories back. Yeah, insanity. I thought she went to heaven. I guess they'll tell us like what's happened, and I think he betrayed her or something like. But I think I've been along for long enough. It's time to find the guide. He's probably at the bar. Let's go to our room. And I ready to leave y'all. I don't know why. Huh. The place is so empty. Guide? Are you here? Hello? I guess he's... Hi! Looking for me, Miss Braid? Didn't I tell you to stop appearing out of thin air like that? You did. So stop doing that. I shall take your request into consideration. Into consideration. For now, however, how are you feeling? Don't pretend to care. But Miss Braid, I do care. Okay, I'm gonna make that gravelly voice. If we are to be successful in our mission of boarding God ourselves, then I need you to sort out the obligatory trauma that your sudden memory emergence has no doubt caused your frail human mind. Are you done? Indeed. Hold on a moment. I thought you didn't want to refer it as God. And also, God is a girl. As always. Okay. As always, you should focus. As always. As always, you should focus on the least important aspect of any given presentiment. Perhaps the scheme of mine will prove to be my underdoing. I'm referring to that thing as God, not out of my own desire to do so, but to avoid further confusion on your end. How kind of you. But as for being a girl, God has the ability to shape-shift. When doing so, she tends to take on different personas as well. Her current guide is a young human woman, as it's been for a long time now, usually long, given to her presentiment, keeps switching things up, as it were. So again, you're trying to keep things simple for my poor dumb human brain. I knew you would understand. Thank you for that information, I guess. As for how I'm feeling now, I'm a bit all over the place, but I appreciate you giving me some space after my memories returned. It felt so good to be able to process things on my own pace. Well, of course, you would have been useless to me in your initial state after all. Providing time for your weak and sensitive self to recover was all part of the plan. I was hoping I was hoping you'd be a bit quicker to find me, but we'll make do. After all, the greatest Smiths were able to forge a fantastic weapon, even with our tools are underwhelming. And that energy, I'm Smith and your tool that way. I figured. I'm trying to say thank you, but you're sure making it hard. Oh, so am I a date today now? Like you? Not yet, but you will be once you're ready. And when is that? Tonight. So soon? Soon. We already wasted enough time. Tonight! It's considered later than originally intended. I see. I suppose I don't have much choice. Not this time, though. Do keep in mind that these are the consequences of a major decision you made prior to regaining your memory. Right. Hey, my friends, are they alright? Just emphasize that you, for some reason, view as comfort. Patriots are just doing fine. They acclimated themselves to their new worry-free instant. As a result, they should now remind you more questionable characters you used to know, rather than the lifeless husk they turned into. Those magic objects. You use those magic objects on them. Oh, well, improved, I believe you could say. Free of the shackles and tied them to this place. That's very good to hear. Oh, but are you saying they're still here in Purgatory? Unfortunately, yes. Really? Truth be told, I didn't hear from them away despite them being theoretically prepared to depart. I was unsure of your reaction. You weren't lying, you really care. Do you care about my feelings? Of course not! Simply unsure whether the collective disappearance would cause you sort of emotional turmoil and could potentially harm you in this critical state of recovery. He gets long-winded and went back into a corner. Has he always been like this? Harm me? I get it. Now hold on. You were worried about I would get sad leaving my room for the first time since we got back from the cafe we escaped from. I wouldn't say worried. You kept my friends around to make sure I have something to be happy about when I came to. Happy isn't the right word. Am I right? If that's what you want to believe, then go ahead, Miss Braid. However, you should keep this in mind due to my time-setting shenanigans. Your friends will not remember you as you do them. I totally forgot about that. So they won't know who I am. No need for such dramatic. Huh? You are continuously reminded to the point in time which you made the choice to aid you as anyone. Everything is transpired up to until the remains intact and their memories as they settled in. Indeed, none of the kissing and such. But look on the bright side. You have a now clean slate, don't you? Good for you. That, um, at any rate, shall we begin preparation for the ritual? I suppose. Actually, I had a fantastic idea. Oh no. Oh yes. With me back in action, my friend will leave Purgatory, right? Right. Which means if I wanted to see him again, it must be today, right? Right. And the ritual you're talking about isn't until tonight, right? Right. No one knows, right? I have a bad feeling about this. We're throwing a party! Ah! That's even worse than I anticipated. Well, you don't have to be there. I wish that's the truth, but unfortunately I must continually monitor your well-being. Nothing could be allowed to jeopardize your ascension, by extension, the grand scheme. So you'll come to my party. I suppose I shall attend, but I do so purely out of necessity. Yay! Let's make this the day to remember, guys. The greatest party the Purgatory has ever seen. I can offer you a small room, a jukebox, and enough drink for no more than 5 people. A bit smaller still than I envisioned. I'll take it. Very well. Count to 100 and think about your party, and you'll arrive there with everything prepared. 100. Just do what I say, Miss Braid, or I shall force you to reconsider these moronic festivities. Fine. I guess I'll start counting then. I was so excited just now, just thinking about through. I just realized that this will be the last time I meet everyone, and I remember everything while they don't. Those precious moments I shared with Locken or Hell. Does some part of them remember too? Probably not. I guess it's for the best though. Things are too complicated. I care about them both, but there's Solomon. Remembering everything about him and me was the hardest part of getting my memories back, and I still feel so much for him. Damn it, my emotions are just a huge mess. Every time the party was a bad idea. Actually, it's been 100 seconds now. I forgot to count. Let's give it a shot anyway. My party, my party, my party, my party, my party, my party, my party. Ah! Oh, this does look like a place to party, I suppose. A bit small, but that's what the guide said, so it's empty. I must be the first one. Are you ready to party, Miss Braid? And you say those words are very disturbing. I suppose there's truly no pleasing some people. Or maybe I'm just harder to please than most. Perhaps. So where is everyone? They should arrive at any moment now. You are a bit early after all. Well, I forgot to count. I wish I could say I'm surprised. Here comes the first miscreant now. Party time! Elizabeth, you're in a good mood. You know how much I love me some drinks. That's delicious. Ashley, don't hurt that nickname. And why would it's a compliment? Yeah, I prefer this particular shadow when she was in insufferable bloom. She's nothing. Oh, what's that? You'll have to speak up, girl. Remember, I'm old. You are? How old is you exactly? I must have been in my 70s when I died, if I remember correctly. Oh shit, you look like you're like 20, 30. Dang. I always picture you being younger behind all that black. On the account of my energy and outspoken personality. Actually, it was probably because of your colorful vocabulary, which seems to be gone now, come to think about it. What the hell do you mean, girl? Never mind. Come find me later, we'll have to share a drink. Oh, goddamn, why did I give her a freaking accent? or 50. You bet. Ah, you can't plan to watch people have fun, can you? It's difficult, to put it mildly. It's good. Hi, Smiley. What the guy told me about this party a minute ago, I was so excited that you smiled. Dang, I'm getting predictable, aren't I? When it comes to your smiling, you've been predictable ever since the first time I met you, or the second to be exact. The first time you were too busy checking me. Idiot! I'll never hear the end of it, huh? Actually, you will hear the end of it later today on account you're leaving Purgatory. No more shit for you. Way to spoil the mood. That was a big idea. What are you afraid about that? So we'll have to make the day count. Can you get us a hangover in Purgatory, or even if you arrived in heaven? Okay. I still have a few more hours left to convince you to marry me. No, sir. Well, don't worry, I'm just joking. Where am I? No, but a few drinks together would be nice. It's a date. No, it's not. I mean, it's a deal. Now I dash him in and enters. Look. Good day, lady. Good day to you, sir. Seeing you again is. Wait, what are you doing here? Have you heard, Mr. Moon? I may. What's it called? You title bestow upon someone for that personal ego that's pointedly enlarged during a social gathering. Right. I am a VIP. The true lady. Of course not. Although he did sort of put it all together. Huh. Well, I guess the practice like him gets it right once in a while. Careful now, Mr. Moon. Anyway, it's wonderful to see you again, Locke. I'm so happy you made it. Not like I have much of anything else I'd be doing. I don't drink anymore, so I mostly nap through the days. Might sound boring, but I don't think I've ever felt better. Really? Well, sometime later I'll tell you more about it. If you want, of course. You bet. Right. I'm keeping an eye on you, guide. Something must be off for you to be here. Bah! You can't catch a break, huh? You'll soon find out yourself that the existence of a deity is not legitimately as one might suspect. Significant is that you? That's right, you have. Miss Amethyst, you're here. For my geek seed. I'd even leave a buffet at times of similar diet. I still don't understand half of what you're saying, but at long last we seem to agree on something, Miss Braid. If we continue this route, we'll have more in common than two of you ever had. Bah! We try to ensure this idle plot and its commentary all day. Us, it's sure to send us into monkey grab. Ignore him, Rahel. Today is about having fun and celebrating. We'll have the end of your stay in Purgatory. Oh, right. I had all but forgotten about that. We will do as you said, yes, significant. Come talk to me when you have a moment to spare. Let's save so we don't crash. and lose everything. I definitely will. Well then, it seems this dreaded event is all but ready to begin in earnest. Well said, guide. Everyone, could you move aside so I can tell them something? Everyone, I'm so happy that you're all here. Let's get this party started. I'm seeing Rahal. Nipperkin. Enjoy yourself, Rahal. Why is your left arm stuck in the air like that? Are you stretching? Don't be silly, Gypsy. This is a traditional festive dance that's been in my family for a generation. One extends the arm to the heavens above, thanks to higher force for this chirping memory. Merry memories or times we find ourselves in. Do you want to give it a try? I'm not sure if I have the stamina for that. That's fine, as long as you avoid finding yourself in milligrams. You may partake in any in which you consider most alert. La 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 la, okay. I guess I'll start by talking with people I like, by which means you. A fine choice, Nipperkin. A fitting one, too. I would like to borrow your lovely ears for just a moment, if you don't mind. Of course not. Wonderful. Let us go elsewhere away from all these adequate rouges and swim bellies. And the barrage is right. Yes, some too. Have you been studying my prompt words, Nipperkin? Maybe a little. Lovely. Please accompany me to the bar. Lead the way, Rahel. Did you stumble your way in, my gape steed? Oh yes, you heard that. I think I hit a piece of wall with my foot. Ha! That's funny to you. Oh no, sorry. I did not mean it like that. It's just that you've been stumbling in one way or another ever since I first met you. In this very bar. Thought they were supposed to get everything. You were so angry when I found you by that door that if I hadn't intervened, I'm sure you would have hurt a body or two back then as well. Oh, I had forgotten about that. That's so embarrassing. It was perfectly natural. You were frustrated, stumbling like a newly hatched chick trying to find its footing. You're not painting a very flattering image of me here. In my mind, I am. In Purgatory, many people eventually forget how to feel, how to be themselves, how to be human. When I found you, lost, lonely, and angry, you felt so real. I think that's why I was drawn to you so quickly, Nipperkin. You are like a small, powerful drink, a Nipperkin in a sea of emotionless liquid. That's probably one of the strangest similes I've ever heard. But it's also quite beautiful. I'm surprised you called me the Nipperkin. Told me Nipperkin had a deeper meaning to it. I kind of assumed it was that you decided on it because I was small or something. Ha! There's always meaning behind the things I say. It would be a lot easier to figure out the meanings if other people understood your strange words. That's fair. No one's perfect, I suppose. Although some of us are closer to perfection than others. My cape seed. Who? Oh, you. Me? I'm not that great. I beg to differ. Oh, I'm stretching, la 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 la. Okay. And once the Tamagotchi game comes out, I am live streaming it. No, back at the party, I had a steady pondering whether or not if I should celebrate the festival as per my tradition. The arm in the air thing? Yes. As I told you, it has a religious connection, but my faith has been, well, a source of internal discord for me. Since arriving in Purgatory, at least. I know. What do you mean? Oh, shit. Go the three. Tell me about it. I can't remember having it done, so maybe you forgot about it. You're right. I'm sorry, Nicholson. That told me she That time she told me about Resident Purgatory having a breakdown must be something that I remember she doesn't. I need to think before I speak. Regardless, I've long suspected that the particular inner conflict is the reason why I can never be able to leave this place. The devious adult plot has never been any help either. It's clear that he hates me, but yet he doesn't seem to want me to leave either, though I have no idea why. You're talking about the guide, right? Well, I think making you leave is outside of his power, even if he wanted to. You have to, you have to sort of get there on your own, you know? At least how that's how it's been up to until now. And for its worth, I don't think he hates you. It's probably more to do with his own relationship with God. Trust me when I say it's complicated. You seem to know quite a lot about this Nipperton. Are you hiding something? No. It's just he's been telling me a few things, and you believe them. Well, not all of it. It's painful to hear you take his words so readily to heart. He made my stay a living hell more often than not. Vampire story after vampire story leaving my soul. But it ended. I'm sorry, Rahel. I really don't want to cause you pain. You believe me, right? Please don't hate me. Yeah, you. Nipkin. I could never hate you. Oh, okay, thank you. You are the sun of my days and the stars of my night. My concern is not for me, but for you. Well, I will be leaving here very soon. What I wanted to tell you, that my faith no longer confuses me. I have found peace, and I strongly believe that you have some part to it. If not directly, then indirectly, by being my gape seed. But you're staying here, aren't you? I am. And you will carry the heavy torch of lingering. I won't be there. I won't. I won't be able to protect you, Nip again. If you ever stumble again and you find a door that you can't open, then I can't open it for you. This is why it pains me, because you'll be alone, all alone with that dirty view. And so you must tell me, my cape seed. You must tell me you won't blindly follow. don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't let your emotions get in the way of finding happiness because if there's anyone in this horrible place that deserves happiness, then it's you. Well, hell, I, I will be careful, but it's just something I have to do, and so I can't promise that I'll always make the right choice, but I'll remember this moment, and when things are hard, I'll think of you, and I'll try to find my strength again, because you're the one I love. um, Serve my love! I, I love you too, Nipperkin. I always felt our time together was short, but somehow it feels like we're always known each other. It feels the same way, you know. No matter where that tunnel takes me, I will keep you in my heart, shining brightly as always, my keep seed. So, what now? I don't know. But I'm stumbling here. You're supposed to help me get my balance back, aren't you? I guess there's moments when I even stumble. So it seems. How about we close our eyes and then see what happens? Oh shit. Sounds good to me. Rahel was the first person to show me kindness in Purgatory. Her personality instantly alluring drew me back like a moth to a flame. I would have never suspected someone so willing to help others had such a hard time helping herself. But I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Even the strongest amongst us needs help to push on. I'm very glad I was able to be that person for her. The end. Oh no. Here's my Jesus. I'm just want to know that I love, uh, 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 love you. Had a bit to drink, too much to drink. Yes, but I shouldn't know. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying out a new jumping accent. But it's convincing. Quite so. Hot damn. I still got it. Definitely. Come to think of it, this is the first pleasant conversation I had with you. Who knew that such a friendly person was hiding behind all the, uh, bullshit? Sure, let's go with that. Turns out that being nice actually isn't as overrated as I once thought. But hey, you can't blame me for feeling that way. If I oh, I'm trying to get comfy. Feeling that way is if you knew what I've been through. I mean, you want to talk about it? Yeah, why not? Last day in Purgatory and all. I guess I owe you, since you've always been nice to me, and I've been nothing but a tastic in return. Please don't think like that. However, I'll gladly listen. I'm really good at that, you know? So right here. Well, let's go somewhere more private. This is for your ears only. Besides, Locke has been flirting with me all day, and it's getting a bit distracted, to be honest. Has he really? totally. Anyway, let's go to the bar. So, you wanted a drink before I start chatting? You could steal something from the cabinet. Some real good stuff in here. I'm fine, thank you. Besides, I don't think you should do anything that could anger the guide. Oh, still, it's my last day here. What could he possibly do? He can take that back. No idea, I'm just being able to conscious. No harm in that, I suppose. I probably should have been more cautious. Still alive. That ship has long sailed, huh? Anyway, I'll refrain from stealing. Just this one. And just for you. I appreciate that. So, I forgot how hard it is to be serious. Or get real. To get real. As the kids say. It's taken from the beginning. No stress. And also, it's impressive that how many expressions you know for being so old. Hot dang, I didn't. Oh, dang, that didn't come out right. I didn't mean. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just use that as a to-do. I am old. As I told you, I didn't die until I hit my 70s. How did you die? Just from old age? That expression is so strange. Died from old age. It's not like the numbers on the calendar just jumped out and randomly kill you, is it? Interesting mental image. It's always been something that does you in, a disease or whatever. So why don't people say that? Common cold doesn't get to be credited for offing old ladies. This conversation is taking me to a weird turn, Elizabeth. Yeah. What I'm getting at is that I don't know what exactly ended me. I do know that I died poor, dirty, and alone. Oh my, I am. Wait, I've seen like another game by these people, and they had a screenshot of the the name of the person. Ooh, it's a Christmas game. Oh my, I'm sorry about that. I know. Well, I'm sorry about that too. Obviously, looking back on everything, but it was a logical conclusion to my life. You know the ability of mine turning things into other things. When I was alive, I had similar abilities. Knowing secrets, being able to slightly alter objects and more. Humans can do something like that? Apparently, I was shunned by my family, spent most of my life as an outcast because they were afraid of me. Any chance I had turned my situation around like a chance I never took because it has because I had been too badly hurt. I understand that now. Reflecting on things, but how I constantly kept others away, hurting them, just to avoid more pain, like self-defense, mechanism, you know. My family was rich and had high school standings. They couldn't risk anything hurting my good name. Even though I was next in line to inherit everything, they gave it all to my younger sister, and I ended up having a penny to name. I got my own. I did try. But I guess in my own way, I did try. I tried using the right words, even though they always felt wrong. Everything I did or that I wanted to do was just abomination in their eyes. Okay. What? Okay. That's like you didn't have much of a chance to begin with. And honestly, no matter what, nobody deserves to die alone like that. I used to tell myself exactly that. There's no use of trying, what chance do I even have? Which is why I eventually gave up. But recently, I don't know, it's like something changed within me. I see it so clearly now, and the chances were always there right in front of me. Hi, baby. Ah, I wish I had someone in my life that could help me take them. I wish that for you too. But in magnificent, infallible, Casser's family, there was no such people to be found. I see. Wait a moment. Did you say Casser? Yes, that's my family's name. Did you did you notice someone named Solomon? That rings a bell. Oh, yes, that's my sister's grandson. Little brat, but harmless enough. As far as Casser goes, anyways. But you did know he can't been more than 10 years old last time I saw him. That's incredible to think you two are related. What's he to you then? We were together in life all the way up to our death. Then oh, he died that young? Yes, I remember that I used to get my abilities on him at that point. Nothing dangerous, just always connected with others, I suppose. At that time, I felt something strange about him. I had a vision thick as curtains, permanently closing us off to the sun. It was disturbing, but I didn't realize that could have been death. I'm saddened to hear about this. Isn't it interesting, though, how small the world is? Meeting you, his relative, in the afterlife makes you think that everything's connected. Exactly. Damn, Estes, you're just full of surprises, aren't you? You're the one to talk. Listen, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. It felt good sharing all this. Both my life and afterlife is nothing but miserable. So getting out of here today is long overdue. I'm so glad I had a chance to spread at least some positivity around me before leaving. And I'm happy that you decided to tell me about yourself. Finally, there's one last thing I have to tell you. Uh, look, I don't remember how I got Purgatory, but I know something happened between my death and ending up here. I'm pretty sure I was somewhere else for a while, and the guide told me once I was a gift from God to him. No idea why God would see me as a gift of any kind, but if I were to guess, I'd probably relate it to my abilities. Do you think that before you came for coming here, you were with God? Yes. And while I don't remember anything specific, I get a terrible feeling inside when I think about it. Whatever happened here, it was bad. You have to promise me, Esther. You have to promise me that you don't trust what God tells you. Oh, shit. If you ever meet, of course. I promise I'll be careful. But you're like the dinner I never had. Don't go that far. Okay. Ah, just let me have it. Fine. Thank you for the warning. Okay. It was the least I could do. As I said, I'm glad I had to finally do something that didn't end up being crap. It's just a shame that it took my whole life and afterlife to reach that point. But I like another. Damn straight. Can you leave me alone for a moment? Oh, sure. Are you going to steal from the cabinets after all? No? Oh, you. Oh, shit. Oh, Elizabeth was a tortured soul for a good reason. Having a bad life doesn't excuse your every action, but I do feel her, I do. Spending time with the friendly person that she's always had potential to be was a wonderful experience. If I ever find myself doubting what I've been doing in Purgatory is worthwhile, and this is one of the moments I will think back to. Never forget, I said you're making a difference. We're gonna do that, and yeah, I'm trying to make it short, but I really, really need to upload those streams. So check out the links. Type exclamation point INFL to get links, and type exclamation point DISCORD for my Discord. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go and upload those streams. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.